In the top stories, Republic Bank wins 2023 ECCU Bank of the Year award. Guyana to implement technical subjects in primary schools, and North Korea scraps military deal with the South. Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Today is Thursday, November 23rd, 2023. I'm Carla Berridge. We begin with news on the local scene. Republic Bank EC Limited has been recognized as the 2023 Eastern Caribbean Currency Union ECCU Bank of the Year for corporate social responsibility for its commitment to the wider community, underpinned by its corporate social responsibility program, The Power to Make a Difference. This prestigious award presented by the ECCU was announced at a ceremony held at the Central Bank's headquarters in Bastille on November 8th.
The recipient of the 2023 ECCU Bank of the Year Award for Corporate Social Responsibility demonstrates how it exhibits company values through positive influence on surrounding communities through environmental, youth, women, and senior citizens programs and/or sponsorship. The recipient of the 2023 ECCU Bank of the Year for Corporate Social Responsibility is Republic Bank EC Limited.
Launched in 2022 in the Eastern Caribbean, the Power to Make a Difference program, PMAD, encourages collaboration with like-minded partners to create meaningful impact to build a better tomorrow. The program focuses on supporting the attainment of Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, through creating productive avenues for the youth of our nations, fostering entrepreneurship and empowering many individuals to aspire to their greatest potential. Since PMAD's inception, Republic Bank EC Limited has worked together with civil society to fund and support several programs. In a gesture aimed at advancing education in the local community, Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine, RUSVM, has officially handed over an information technology lab to Beach Allen Primary School. The ceremony took place on Wednesday, November 22nd, marking a significant milestone in the collaboration between RUSVM and the primary school. Dean of Ross University School of Veterinary Medicine, Dr. Charles Callanan, urged students to use the computers to enhance their learning.
And this is an amazing opportunity that you get that I never had, and so you embrace it. And under your amazing guidance of Mr. Linden, who's down there at the back, who will be teaching you, you will have a great time doing this. You can make yourself better, you can make your families better, you can make this federation better, and you can make yourself a better person within the world. Students, technology is built for good, but technology can sometimes be used for bad. It's important you recognize both, and over time reflect on how you use technology, and the more you use it for good, I guarantee you, the better everything will be.
Principal at the Beach Allen Primary School, Jamila Bristol Brown, highlighted the transformative impact the lab would have on enhancing the learning experience of students and extended heartfelt appreciation to Adtalem, the parent institution of RUSVM.
Today marks a momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the official opening of our new computer room, a space that represents not just a room filled with machines, but a gateway to boundless knowledge and opportunities. Today, we are not just inaugurating a computer room, we are embracing a new era of learning for our students. A heartfelt thank you to Adtalem Global Education for your invaluable contribution to the future of our students. Your generosity has ignited a spark that will undoubtedly illuminate the educational journey of generations to come.
Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, conveyed gratitude to RUSVM for 40 years of impactful partnership with the Federation and emphasized the crucial role played by technology in advancing education and promoting sustainable development in St. Kitts and Nevis.
As we move towards a sustainable island state, it is very clear that education must be one of the driving forces to get us there. And education is highly associated with IT. I believe this investment in the computer lab will birth many future careers. So, Honorable Dean, I want to thank you on behalf of the government and people of St. Kitts and Nevis, and by extension the entire Ministry of Education, our family, for all that you have been doing and what your organization will continue to do.
The donation of the IT lab by RUSVM to Beach Allen Primary School is said to stand as a beacon of progress, providing a tangible boost to educational landscape of the school. In an update, the police have identified 29-year-old Lequani T. James and 24-year-old Kevin Collins, both of Upper Monkey Hill, as the victims of Wednesday afternoon's double homicide that occurred in Lower Monkey Hill. According to police, when they responded to the scene, 2 males were observed laying on the ground with multiple gunshot wounds. A third, 21-year-old Kejon Cannonier of Catty Alley, Newtown, was injured in both of his legs and was transported to the Joseph and France General Hospital by ambulance. He was treated and is currently being warded there. The crime scene unit of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force collected pieces of evidence and took them into custody. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. The force asks members of the public with information about any criminal activity to contact the nearest police station or call the Crime Stoppers hotline at 707. And we're moving now to news on the regional scene. The Ministry of Education in Guyana plans to introduce practical subject areas at the primary school level to enhance the educational curriculum. The move aims to broaden primary school students' learning scope by incorporating more hands-on practical subjects. Carice Gonzalez reports from the HGP Nightly News.
During the local webinar, Guyana Dialogue, the Minister of Education Priya Manikchan noted the Ministry of Education will be implementing technical subject areas into primary levels across Guyana.
We're trying very hard, and that's part of the reform in the primary school, try very hard to introduce the sciences, to create an interest from a really early level, more practical introductions to these subjects of study.
The implementation of the technical subject area aims to prepare students for the entrance to the secondary level and preparation for the country's economic growth, Manikchan noted.
Able to contribute sensibly to Guyana, but also to their own lives and the improvement of their own villages.
In another note, Manikchan highlighted that the education system in Guyana has improved, hence receiving recognition for various subject areas in the Caribbean.
We've copped the best science, best TVET, the best overall most outstanding student for a number of consecutive years in the Caribbean.
For the HGP Nightly News, I am Carice Gonzalez.
Operations at Shed 6 in Port Castries are returned to normal on Wednesday after 2 days of protest action by customs officers. Here's more.
Operations at the cargo sheds in Port Castries were disrupted for the second consecutive day due to the unavailability of customs and excise officers who either called in sick or protested outside the sheds. The workers were dissatisfied with the unfavorable working conditions at the facilities, particularly the poor air quality. Mark Stephen Orberton, the General Secretary of the Civil Service Association, explained that the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority's failure to promptly address the air quality issue after it was identified was the reason behind the workers' action.
We had an inspection done by an air quality company about a month or so ago, and they gave a report. The report indicated that certain things should have been done to protect the health and safety of the officer. SLASPA started, but they didn't go as far as they said they would. And the law allows employees to remove themselves from any work environment which is injurious to their health and safety.
On Tuesday, representatives from the CSA visited the cargo sheds and also engaged in discussions with the management of SLASPA in an effort to bring relief to their members.
The two organizations, Customs and SLASPA, are working together with us to ensure that everything is done so that the workers can go into the building. It's a safe environment which should not affect their health and safety.
SLASPA has committed to short, medium and long-term measures to address the issues, including scrubbing of surfaces, mold remediation works, and implementation of scheduled cleanings and maintenance of air conditioning units. For the DPS News World, I am Zin Romulus.
And we're moving now to news on the international scene. North Korea said it would deploy stronger armed forces and new weapons on its border with the South a day after Seoul suspended part of a 2018 military accord between the two Koreans in a protest over Pyongyang's launch of a spy satellite.
North Korea said on Thursday it would scrap a military deal with the South and deploy more troops along their shared border. That's after Seoul suspended part of a 2018 pact with the North a day earlier, in protest over Pyongyang's launch of a spy satellite earlier this week. North Korea's defense ministry said in a statement, quote, "From now on, our army will never be bound by the September 19th North-South military agreement," and quote, "We will withdraw the military steps taken to prevent military tension and conflict in all spheres, including ground, sea, and air, and deploy more powerful armed forces and new type military hardware in the region along the military demarcation line." The statement came hours after Pyongyang fired a ballistic missile toward the sea on Wednesday. South Korea said that launch appeared to have failed. Tuesday's satellite launch was North Korea's third attempt this year, after two failures. It came after North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, made a rare trip to Russia, during which Russian President Vladimir Putin vowed deeper cooperation, including helping Pyongyang build satellites. Seoul says it's likely Russia helped in technical aspects of the launch, which drew condemnation worldwide for flouting UN resolutions that bar Pyongyang from tech that could be used in ballistic missile programs. Seoul believes the satellite has entered orbit, but said it needs more time to work out if it was functional. In response to the launch, South Korean Prime Minister Hang Duck-soo announced partially suspending the 919 agreement, an inter-Korean military pact signed in 2018, until, quote, "mutual trust is restored between the two Koreas." One of the concrete steps is immediately resuming military observation of the North's forces in border areas. The U.S. says Seoul's suspension of the deal was a, quote, "prudent and restrained response," citing Pyongyang's, quote, "failure to adhere to the agreement."
Ahead of OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's 4 days in exile, several staff researchers wrote a letter to the board of directors warning of a powerful AI discovery that they said could threaten humanity. Two people familiar with the matter told Reuters. Here's more.
There's another twist in the OpenAI saga involving a possible breakthrough in artificial intelligence and a staff letter warning the board about it before CEO Sam Altman's brief firing. That's according to people familiar with the matter, who told Reuters the researchers' letter raised concerns that the discovery could threaten humanity. The sources said this was a key development ahead of Altman's sudden Friday ouster from the company that made the powerful chatbot ChatGPT. Altman was reinstalled late Tuesday after hundreds of employees threatened to quit. Reuters was unable to review the letter, and OpenAI declined to comment on it. According to one of the sources, the project involved is called QStar, and some internally believed progress made on QStar could be a breakthrough in the startup's search for superintelligence, also known as artificial general intelligence. OpenAI defines AGI as AI systems that surpass humans in most economically valuable tasks. Reuters could not independently verify the capabilities of QStar. Altman has previously spoken of concerns over superintelligent machines that are shared by many computer scientists.
My worst fears are that the field, the technology, the industry, cause significant harm to the world.
The board had vaguely cited a lack of candor and the need to defend OpenAI's mission to develop AI that benefits humanity in firing Altman. Before the issue of the letter came to light, Cornell University's Tech Policy Institute Director Sarah Krebs said the saga will dog the company until more answers are given.
What was sort of the grave misstep, and should we be concerned? Should investors be concerned? Should governments be concerned? Should citizens be concerned? So without a bit more transparency, I do think those will be some unanswered questions that will linger.
Krebs said the new board installed alongside Altman's returner CEO appears to be more aligned with his vision of accelerating the development of AI, while, she says, also ensuring safeguards are in place.
And now for the weather. Present weather is cloudy. Winds are calm in an east-southeast direction at 9 to 16 miles per hour with lighter spells overnight. Seas are 5 to 7 feet, consisting mainly of northeasterly swells. Therefore, a high surf advisory remains in effect. The weather forecast for today predicts partly sunny skies with brief cloudy spells and a moderate chance of brief showers. Tonight is expected to be partly cloudy with a moderate chance of showers. Sunset today will be at 5:35 p.m. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:20 a.m. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Midday Newscast. Join us this evening for these stories and more in detail. Thank you for joining us. I'm Carla Barrage.